Good morning. If we could get started, please. Welcome to Assembly Judiciary for Tuesday, April 26th. Could we have it quiet, please? Thank you. We do not yet have a quorum, so we will start as a subcommittee. And I see Mr. Wood is here, so we'll take up item number 2, AB 2300. Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Chair and members. First of all, I would like to apologize for my lack of voice, but beyond that, I'd like to start by accepting the committee's technical amendment outlined at the end of page 4. 5 years ago, the legislature passed and the governor signed SB 332, which statutorily made it clear that landlords have the authority to prohibit smoking cigarettes or other tobacco in rental units. That new law aligned with the already existing ban on smoking in the workplace, while also recognizing that secondhand tobacco smoke may cause death or serious illness. AB 2300 seeks to extend the same authority for landlords to prohibit medical marijuana smoke. Current law already prohibits a qualified patient from smoking medical marijuana 1,000 feet away from a school or other youth-related centers, on a school bus, while operating a car or boat, and in any place where smoking is already prohibited by law. This bill makes it clear that landlords can also prohibit smoking medical marijuana within rental units to protect tenants. Secondhand smoke, regardless of whether it's smoke from tobacco or marijuana, is especially problematic in multi-unit apartments and condos because the smoke easily travels through the windows, doors, and other ventilation systems. Neighbors living in multi-family housing can be exposed to toxic or unwanted secondhand smoke. It's a nuisance that tenants should not have to live with. By now, we're all aware of the dangerous secondhand tobacco smoke can be to the body, but the awareness for secondhand marijuana smoke is not the same. Just last week, there was a briefing across the street on the dangers of secondhand marijuana smoke. The University of California briefing highlighted a recent study by UC San Francisco research Professor Matthew Springer, who's a professor of cardiology at UCSF. Professor Springer's study states that smoke from marijuana can damage your heart and blood vessels as much as secondhand cigarette smoke. This study highlights another reason why we need to make it clear in law that a landlord has the ability to prohibit medical marijuana smoke. AB 2300 does not infringe upon the Compassionate Use Act, Prop 215. Prop 215 clearly states that it is intended to ensure that seriously ill Californians have the right to obtain and use medical marijuana for medical purposes. But Prop 215 does not specifically mention the right to smoke marijuana. AB 2300 does not prohibit other consumption forms of medical marijuana, such as edibles and oils. Qualified patients will still be able to obtain and use medical marijuana through all other non-smoking ways. Here in support is Sean Apekian of the California Apartment Association, and I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you. So your witness in support.
Mr. Chair and members, Sean Apekian on behalf of the California Apartment Association. We are in support and sponsors of the bill. As the Assembly member stated, about 5 or 6 years ago, we sponsored a very similar bill that was overwhelmingly passed and signed into law that allowed a landlord, or expressly clarified the landlord's ability to prohibit tobacco smoke. I think the smoking of medicinal marijuana is a major source of conflict between tenants that smoke and their neighboring tenants that don't smoke. In multifamily housing, it's very easy for smoke to travel from one unit to the next, whether it's through windows, shared ventilation systems, or walls. And we hear up and down the state from our members who repeatedly really get caught in the middle between tenants smoking and families next door who claim that they simply don't want their kids exposed or they themselves don't want to be exposed. So we think this bill is a narrow but important fix that will help clarify the law, and we ask for your aye vote.
Thank you. Anyone else in support?
Good morning, Mr. Chair and members. Betsy Armstrong on behalf of the County Health Executives representing California's local health departments in support. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, members, Ron Kingston representing 4 apartment associations, Apartment Association Orange County, Southern Cities Association East Bay, excuse me, and North Valley. I'm losing my voice like the author. Sorry, thank you.
Mr. Chair and members, Pat Moran with Aaron Reed and Associates representing the San Diego County Apartment Association in support. Thank you.
Hi, Ellen Comp from California Normal. We are neutral on this bill, but may move more towards support if an amendment were added, as suggested by Greenbridge Medical, to define smoking under the dictionary definition of combustion, leaving patients the option of vaporizing, which is a healthful alternative which doesn't have the secondhand smoke problem.
Thank you.
Thank you. We also support the technical amendment.
Catherine Borg with the Western Manufactured Housing Communities Association. We're in a supportive amended position. We would like it to apply to manufactured housing communities. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else in support?
Jennifer Speck on behalf of the California Association of Realtors, also here in support.
Thank you. Anyone else in support? All right, seeing none. I think we have a quorum. Let's establish that, please. Call the roll.
Stone.
Here.
Wagner. Here. Alejo. Chow. Here. Chu. Aye. Gallagher. Here. Garcia. Holden. Mainshine.
Here.
Ting.
We do have a quorum. All right. Is there any opposition? Seeing none, bring it back for questions and comments or back to the committee. And Mr. Wood, one of the things that I've struggled with, and we've certainly talked to your office about it, is I don't want to be setting up something where a landlord could kind of choose between prohibiting tobacco smoke or prohibiting marijuana smoke, because to me, smoking is smoking. And I completely concur with your notion and the impact of secondhand smoke, whether it's smoking cannabis or smoking tobacco. I'm not quite sure how to handle that, so I would appreciate if we could continue to have that conversation. And the goals of your bill I am supportive of. I know that what we had been talking about really wasn't quite that as easy as maybe I thought it would, and but that's my concern. And I just wanted to make sure that if an apartment or if a landlord is saying no smoking, okay, that means no smoking, and not discriminating sort of one type of smoke over another type of smoke.
Right, and I appreciate your concerns, and I'm more than happy to work with you on that. I realize that, sometimes at late hours we realize maybe we need to give that a little bit more thought. So I appreciate that.
Well, that was and I didn't quite know how to solve that.
Actually, neither do we.
Talk about it, but I think this is what you've done is good, and this bill does need to move forward. But let's just have that conversation.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. So we do have a motion, a second. Any further questions, comments from committee members? All right, seeing none, Mr. Wood, you may close.
Just respectfully ask for your aye vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Call the roll, please.
Stone.
Aye.
Stone, aye. Wagner. Aye. Wagner, aye. Alejo. Chow. Aye. Chow, aye. Chu. Chu, aye. Gallagher. Aye. Gallagher, aye. Garcia. Holden. Mainshine.
Aye.
Mainshine, aye. Ting.
And that was due pass as amended. Your bill is out, Mr. Wood. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I saw Mr. Dodd here. So item number 1, AB 1723.
Good morning, Mr. Chair and members. I'm pleased to present to you today Assembly Bill 1723, the Identity Theft Resolution Act. This bill will provide a faster resolution process for victims of identity theft who find themselves in debt collection and face a negative credit reporting as a result. In 2015, I became one of 1.5 million Californians who have fallen victim of identity theft. My identity was stolen and fraudulent accounts were opened in my name. Like many victims of identity theft, I became aware of this after the fact. I soon began receiving calls demanding payment for delinquent accounts that I did not open. I disputed these accounts, filed police reports, and sent all necessary documentation to the various companies attempting to collect this debt as requested. While some of the collectors investigated my claims and provided me with a timely resolution to my dispute, some did not. For some, it seemed that my dispute and documentation went into some black box somewhere. One creditor in particular ignored my disputes completely. Instead of investigating my dispute, the fraudulent account was simply transferred to a different collector, and the same unsatisfactory cycle continued again. Almost a year later, I'm still going through the process of clearing my credit report. This is unacceptable, and changes must be made to prevent millions of other Californians from experiencing seeing the same ordeal that I have. The Identity Theft Resolution Act will require a debt collector to adhere to a 10-day timeline to start an identity theft investigation, notify the consumer, regardless of the outcome of the investigation, and update the credit reporting agencies with accurate information. The original lender will also be notified and will be prohibited from pursuing further collections or selling that debt in question. I'm extremely proud of the broad coalition of support this bill has garnered. Here today with me is Matt Campbell from the Attorney General Kamala Harris office and Steve Cruz on behalf of Encore Capital Group. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Your first witness, please.
Chair, members, Deputy Attorney General Matt Campbell, the Attorney General's office supports the bill. Identity theft impacts an estimated 1.5 million Californians a year. AB 1723 strengthens protections for identity theft victims by requiring timelines for debt collectors to review and resolve identity theft claims and to notify consumers, creditors, and credit reporting agencies. Currently, there are no such firm timelines and boundaries, and as a result, consumers may be subject to months of improper collection and credit reporting activities.
Thank you. Next witness.
Good morning. Steve Cruz on behalf of Encore Capital. They're the nation's largest debt purchaser based in San Diego, California. And so from their perspective, they do what they can, even beyond current laws, to try to resolve these matters. They try to have a consumer-centric approach that focuses on helping consumers resolve their debt obligations and improve their credit and get back on a path to a better life. Unfortunately, as Member Dodd had stated, identity theft is a significant issue for consumers throughout the nation. And this bill will help lead to processes to ensure that is a quicker process in terms of resolving those issues. As you stated, under current law, consumers who submit a dispute of identity theft or fraud to a collection agency may have little transparency regarding when the fraud investigation will commence, when the credit reported agencies will be notified, and whether collection agencies investigating this have been working to resolve the dispute. 1723 puts measures in place to ensure that those issues are resolved quickly. And for these reasons, we urge the committee to support the measure. Thank you.
Thank you. Other witnesses in support?
Good morning, Mr. Chair, members. Alex Alanis with the California Bankers Association. Although we do have a supportive amended position, we've had some really good meetings with the author's office over the past couple of weeks, just kind of clarifying the responsibilities between the collector and the creditor. But we would like to see the bill move forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Other witnesses in support?
Sabina Takar with the Consumer Attorneys of California in support.
Thank you. Any other supports? Is there any opposition? Seeing none, bring it back to the committee. Questions, comments? We do have a motion. Is there a second? And a second? All right. And that motion is due pass. Mr. Dodd, you may close.
Thank you for your time and attention this morning. I appreciate Assemblymember Manshine for being a co-author of this bill, and I ask for your aye vote.
Thank you. Call the roll, please.
Stone.
Aye.
Stone, aye. Wagner.
Aye.
Wagner, aye. Alejo. Chow. Chow, aye. Chu. Chu, aye. Gallagher. Gallagher, aye. Garcia. Holden. Manshine. Manshine, aye. Ting.
That bill is out.
Thank you all so much.
I don't see any other authors not on the committee yet. Mr. Gallagher, are you ready to present? And while he's going up, I'll take a motion on consent unless someone would like to pull an item. So we have a motion and a second on consent. Call the roll, please.
Stone.
Aye.
Stone, aye. Wagner. Aye. Wagner, aye. Alejo. Chow. Chow, aye. Chu. Chu, aye. Gallagher.
Aye. Consent.
Gallagher, aye. Garcia. Holden. Manshine. Manshine, aye. Ting.
So consent is out. That is item number 11, AB 1735, Waldron, AB 2051, O'Donnell, and AB 2296, Lowe. Those bills are all out. All right. Mr. Gallagher, item number 6, AB 2755, Bs.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members. I'm pleased to present AB 2755, which will address the growing issue of bee thefts in this state. California has the largest beekeeping industry in the country and is the leader in honey production. This vital industry endures in the face of colony collapse, which I know many of you have heard about, and the decline of adequate foraging area. Since the 1st of January this year, 1,734 hive thefts have been reported to the California State Beekeepers Association. The loss of 200 beehives can be a $36,000 loss up front, but the opportunity cost of putting such bees out of production can be 3 times that cost. In order to disincentivize these thefts, AB 2755 provides civil damages 3 times the value of the bees that are stolen or unlawfully treated. Thank you for allowing me to present this important legislation, and I would request your aye vote. I have with me to testify in support Joe Devine, on behalf of California State Beekeepers Association, the sponsor of this bill.
Thank you. Witness,
Good morning, Mr. Chair and members. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. Joe Devine from Platinum Advisors on behalf of the California State Beekeepers Association. On behalf of the CSBA, I would like to extend gratitude to Assemblymember Gallagher for bringing forth this important piece of legislation. I'd also like to thank the committee and their staff for the thorough analysis. AB 2755 is a straightforward measure that addresses a growing problem of beehive theft throughout the state. Due to the increasing costs and high demand of commercial hives, there's been a rash of beehive thefts throughout the state. The problem has reached epidemic levels. Since January 1st, 2016, 1,734 beehive thefts have been reported to the CSBA, and that number continues to grow. These thefts translate into real dollars and significant financial losses to our beekeeping members. The theft of 200 beehives, like Assemblymember Gallagher stated, might be a $36,000 loss up front, but the opportunity cost of that is often 3 times more. Unfortunately, these crimes are often are difficult to prove and rarely prosecuted. This bill will allow beekeepers to pursue civil action for the wrongful and willful taking or killing of bees and their hives. The CSBA believes that the additional sting this measure would create will help deter future hive thefts and help compensate beekeepers for their stolen or damaged property. For these reasons, the CSBA strongly asks for your support for this measure. Thank you.
Thank you. It took you that long to get to the pun. All right, this measure does enjoy support. Your next witness, please.
Good morning, Noelle Kramers with the California Farm Bureau Federation. Our membership includes both beekeepers and farmers who depend on pollination services, and we think this is an appropriate way to help protect beekeepers and allow them to have some reimbursement if they're able to identify who stole their bees, and we ask for your support. Thank you.
Thank you. Next witness, please.
Good morning, Lauren Nolan-Tajik on behalf of California Citrus Mutual. Although citrus doesn't require pollinators, citrus growers have a long-standing relationship with allowing commercial beekeepers to be adjacent to their fields. And the citrus industry is concerned about the rise in bee theft that has been happening. We applaud the author for bringing this bill forward to help commercial beekeepers because of all the other stressors that bees are facing right now, and to raise awareness for the growing problem of ag theft in California. We ask for your aye vote.
Thank you. Others in support?
Laura Parr on behalf of the pest control operators. We don't have a position on the bill, but have been working with the committee and the author to address some of the concerns that we have, and they were listed in the analysis. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else in support? Seeing none, is there any opposition? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the committee. Questions, comments? The motion is do pass. We do have a motion. Is there a second? And a second? Mr. Gallagher, you may close.
I just did want to say there was some concerns that were raised by pest control operators, and I think there are issues that we can work through. Otherwise, I just ask for your aye vote here in the committee this morning.
Thank you. Call the roll, please.
Stone.
Aye.
Stone, aye. Wagner.
Aye.
Wagner, aye. Alejo. Chow. Chow, aye. Chu. Gallagher.
Aye.
Gallagher, aye. Garcia. Holden. Mainshine.
Aye.
Mainshine, aye. Ting.
Needs one more vote, so we'll put that on call.
All right. Thank you.